What the book does is not to bring new things, but to keep visible the one and impenetrable flame of eternal fire and light, present in the being. The shadow over the light is not eternal nor a counterpoint, as it is proclaimed. This is yet another attempt to justify a nature that the shadow does not have. It is the prerogative that the shadow itself believes it has, since its influence creates the adjustments to the fears and terrors it imposes on the being weakened in itself. On a dividing line, the shadow itself positions itself, and above and below, the beings are distributed in scales of submission and control. The inevitable battles that naturally happen are not foreseen. The great and fundamental difference is the intensity with which these occur. It is here that the being has, in the weapons available to it, its greatest asset. It is here, too, that the sides use the maximum of their abilities. The angles of concealment, attack, counterattack, and observation are innumerable. This needs to be well understood. There is information of great richness in the accounts of battles, and, invariably, these accounts refer to battles in the internal fields of the being. The assembled forces are all originating from the misunderstood greater force. The weapons utilize this fragmentation. The struggle is simply one side aiming to keep the being on the path, and the other side aiming to keep the being off the path. With this, it is understood that the being in manifestation manifests without direction. The forces on the surface of the greater force are equally dispersed. The being takes for itself the direction of these forces and gives concreteness, origins, and existences in which it itself inserts. This is what is called the universe. Everything that follows serves to strengthen the creating being or its creation. Never both. Putting the being on the path is putting the being on the path of the Creator and not on the path of the creation, since the creation has no life of its own. The creation, however, survives by the nourishment of the forces that assisted it, and that help in its constant formation.